Hello you girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olena and in today's video we are going to be doing my everyday makeup look. I will also share my absolute favorite fall lip combo with you, so if you're interested, let's begin. We are starting off with prepping my skin and my lips. So today I'm going to be using this Laneige Water Bank cream, face cream. I got it a few days ago and oh my gosh, I had the mini version of this and it is so good. It is perfect if you have dry or dry to combination skin, which I have. It is so hydrating. I'm so happy I got the full size. And to prep my lips, I'm going to be using the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I just want to let the cream absorb into my skin, and in the meantime, we are going to be talking about my foundation. So normally I use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I think it is the best foundation that is on the market right now. Especially I love the shade range and I love how there's a lot of shades for pale girlies. I personally use the shade Oslo and it is a perfect match for me. But for the past maybe month, I've been struggling with a lot of acne on my face and I've been taking care of that, so it's getting better. But since then, I've been using the Estee Lauder foundation for my everyday makeup. And at the beginning, I would cover my entire face with it. And my everyday makeup felt like full glam. And I didn't really like this feeling on my skin every single day. It was way too heavy, even though I really love the Estee Lauder foundation. So I came up with a solution and I slightly updated my everyday makeup routine. I still use the Estee Lauder foundation, but I use less of it. Instead, I started using more concealer. So I'm just gonna show you. I apply concealer on my acne spots and on my chin. Just like that. Also around my nose. And I also started applying the Dior Forever, is it Forever? Yeah, Forever Skin Correct Concealer. Not just to prep my eyelids for the eyeshadow, but also I started using it under my eyes. I let it sit just for a little bit and then I blend everything out with the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I'm gonna start with this darker concealer. And now this brightening concealer. I used to hate it, but I decided to give it a second chance. I still think that it is too light for me, but I think it's good for the lifting effect if you want to lift your face. I'm not gonna lift my face today since it's just an everyday makeup. It's not like my absolute favorite concealer. I still don't know how I feel about this formula. I just want to use it up, you know. So this is what we have so far. And now I want to go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. Again, I'm gonna show you that I use just a little bit. I apply it in the areas where I didn't apply the concealer. For example, here and on this side. And it also kind of gives me the extra coverage for my acne. And I started using the Beauty Blender. Normally when I'm doing my full glam, I use foundation brushes because, you know, they give you the maximum amount of coverage. But for everyday makeup, I think a Beauty Blender is perfect. I apply just a tiny bit more of the foundation. Okay, I'm gonna come closer. I absolutely love the way it is looking so far. Now let's move on to contour. It is a liquid contour. I know that most people, most girlies use bronzer for their everyday makeup. They use contour only for special occasions. But to me, I feel like my pale face looks so much better when I apply contour instead of bronzer. So I started using it for my everyday makeup, and my makeup has never looked better. And also I apply a little bit on my eyelids. By the way, I'm gonna be using the powder bronzer on top of my contour, so I will still add some bronzer, but as for the liquid formula, I love the contour, the way contour looks better. And I'm using my favorite Patrick Ta contour brush. I kind of want to get the Makeup by Mario dual brush. I feel like a lot of girlies, especially on TikTok, use it, and everyone says that it is the best makeup brush they own. Look, I think it is looking so good. Now we are moving on to the liquid blush. I'm using the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I use just a little bit because I learned my lesson hard way, guys. I'm blending it out with the, again, Patrick Ta dual brush. I really want to get the Rode pocket blush. Probably, I don't remember the shade name, but it's kind of like peachy, but it is never in stock in my Sephora. And yesterday I came there, and again, it was out of stock, and I was so upset because I came there to get it, but it wasn't there, and I don't know, should I just get it online then? I think it's turning out very nice and very natural. Next, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty setting and baking powder. This is important because this step probably shows the biggest difference between my full glam makeup and my everyday makeup. So I'm still gonna be using my powder puff, but I'm gonna be using just a little bit of powder, and I'm not gonna do baking. So I'm gonna set my under eyes, and then I'm gonna set the rest of my face with this fluffy Sephora brush. So it is still set and kind of matte, but not too matte. I just realized that I still want to add just a little bit of concealer on my acne spots, just on this side. Now, my fluffy brush. I want to set my nose and my forehead, because remember, I'm going to be applying the powder bronzer. And of course my eyelids. I don't want to use any more blush because I feel like it's already enough. So I'm just gonna move on to highlighters. I'm using my Dior Backstage palette, specifically this shade. I use it as a powder bronzer. And of course, a little bit here, right under where I applied my blush. I decided to switch locations a little bit because I didn't really like the lighting. So this is what my makeup is looking like so far. Now I want to apply my... there's no way. What happened? Okay, let's just move on. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm highlighter. I'm applying it on the tip of my nose. Just a little bit here. and of course in the inner corners of my eyes. Next step is mascara. I use the YSL black mascara. Look, the difference is insane. Let's do the second eye. I love looking down when doing my eyelashes because I feel like that way the mascara will give you more volume. Let's just remove the extra mascara from my eyelids. I feel like it instantly made my eyes pop. I love it, YSL. You were the best. I wish they had a foundation for pale girlies. I mean, my type of pale girlies. There is the lightest shade of their foundations, but the lightest shade is way too dark for me and it's way too yellow for me. And oh my gosh, please, YSL, I really want to try your foundation, but I can't because there's no shade for me. I also want to add a little bit of highlighter under my eyebrow. Okay, now that we are done with the base, eyes, everything, it's time for my favorite step. And you guys, I discovered a new lip combo and I'm absolutely in love. I know I say that very often, but this lip combo, I promise you, you need to get it immediately. So this is the Morphe lip liner in the shade Bubble Bath. It gives you the most perfect shade of pink. The second product, it is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Riri. Oh my gosh, look, it is so gorgeous. I'm gonna show you just in a minute, but I need to remove the Laneige lip sleeping mask from my lips first. I love how hydrated my lips are right now. This is the powder brush and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of powder on my lips first. Okay, now I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. You know what? This miracle was $7. I got it from Ulta and I was almost ready to exit the store and I saw this and I was like, I need this immediately. There were only 2 lip liners left in this shade. I grabbed it and I was like, you're coming home with me because there's no way I'm leaving you here alone. No. You guys, this is my first lip gloss from Rihanna from Fenty Beauty and oh my gosh, I need all of them. It smells amazing. It smells so good. Alright girlies, so this is my finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to follow my social media. Here's my Instagram, here's my TikTok. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment. Tell me if you like when I make this type of videos. Tell me what you want to see next and I will see you in my next video. Bye!